that still sounded funky.
Not my favorite sound, but you know, it's...
Maybe you could just take the snip from the other one and...
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a poser.
Yeah,
You're gonna hear our terrible...
Not fake. This podcast is not fake.
If anything, we've proved we do not care how we appear on this podcast.
Okay, here are my cliff notes from chapter 18.
Yes, tell me your cliff notes.
Things heat up with Cass and Ness.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Squeal for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Then,
Enter Squeal.
Cassian's story, like, about his mom, like, he elaborate, like, how he, we'll talk about it later, but, he elaborates on it a little bit, or, like, how he kind of got his revenge. Those were my main two.
Oh, nice. Mine were, yours was so more sophisticated. Yours were so much more sophisticated than mine. I just said stairs again, because it starts with that.
Yep.
And then, Cassian and his mama.
I thought you meant, like stare.
They just stare at each other so much.
Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, there is stairs,
I suppose it is, but I meant
stairs
step.
and stairs.
Oh, wow. There's our title. Stairs.
There's our title.
Stairs and stairs. Cassian and his mama, which I wrote terribly at first. I
know.
Didn't know what that said. Actually, is that what I wrote? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
And then I just wrote, make me. Okay.
Another squeal. Insert squeal.
I know. It's gonna be your ringtone for me.
I love it.
Squeal like crazy. All right, take it away. What do you start with?
Let's see. Well, in the beginning of chapter 18, I had just noted that she had gotten, or it was step 803 that her right to be involved was. So she's making her way down. But then at the bottom of chapter 18, she had said there was only this spinning silence again.
Yep.
So I noted
spinning silence.
Silence.
But not darkness.
Not darkness, but silence. Good. But I thought that was interesting though, because that was like after her argument with Elaine, right?
Yes.
So I was kind of expecting there to be darkness, not silence.
I did too.
But I wonder if the stairs kind of like...
Well, she had her dark moment, you know,
That's
like
true.
right after
she
they
did,
talked.
Yeah.
Maybe now
and
it's
then I wonder
a little...
if the stairs have also kind of now been this like release.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they switched from like kind of a punishment to more...
It's kind of become her like...
Now it's more like
her mind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's that like physical torture almost, that like...
That gym therapy that people talk about. Therapy. Yeah, it's either library quiet time or it's stairs.
Or it's going down 10,000 stairs. Well, at least attempting to.
Which, I've heard people post that they think it's hilarious that going down kills her, but then she goes back up. I
literally said that, like, thought the same thing in my head. I'm like, you're panting going down?
People said that, but have you ever like worked out so much and then had to have gone downstairs?
It's miserable.
It's literally miserable. So painful that it's like, on one hand, I doubt she literally went down only 100 stairs. In my head, it's like if I personally went down like 500 steps or something, and then back up, and then the next day tried. I literally did 400 stairs at the gym.
And then can you imagine
and I went down the little
stairs. How sore you are, and then trying to go down the stairs. No, how is she not falling more often?
I know. Yeah, like going down.
Because at first, when she fell that first time, I was like, down some stairs.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, really. 80. But then I was like, but dude, if you're actually that sore and stuff, like, I don't really blame her.
I know, and I was like, did she brace herself? Or did she just like zoom down? That's why she got tired at 100.
That's why I can't picture the stairs.
Probably.
It's because Sarah is making it sound like it's like scary to go down them.
Yeah.
You know?
Which I assume, it's endless, just dark, just stairs. But again, it depends how spirally, you know? I think it just depends on how this big spiral, like, are they wide stairs? Are they short stairs?
Sarah makes it sound like if she falls, like she's dead.
Right. That's why I'm thinking like it's a quick spiral. Yeah. Because if I would be fearing falling and dying, I would think it's like.
No. Yeah. Literally. You just.
It's like non-stop. So.
Okay. What do you got next?
I got top of page 212. Just that she said she could have sworn a heartbeat thumped within the stone, as surely as if it beat within a chest beneath her ear. So this is where we see a kind of like coming alive, where she's questioning, is this thing real potentially? The wall turned icy beneath her cheek. Again, like it was a being, like it was a friend, like it was someone there for her. And it was so cute. And then by the time she got back, Cassian was there again, and she said, I don't want to spar with you.
Yep.
Says good night.
even like the line like right above that when she said she was wrung out, utterly empty by the time she arrived back at the landing.
I know, which could mean anything.
And she had like I know
emotionally, mentally, physically.
It could mean mentally, physically, probably all of them.
Probably. Like in their cute way.
Like she didn't even want to like argue.
I know.
She didn't even want to flirt. It was just like. I'm leaving.
She literally was done. And this is probably one of the only times where he still went a little further. Because usually he kind of lets her have the power.
Yeah,
but
he did push.
Yeah, he's like, what step did you reach? Yeah. Which was kind of cute. Yeah. I was like, 1,000? Wow.
It wasn't even like getting mad at you for even trying.
I know.
Just like, hey, you made it to 1,000 now.
It's like impressive.
Yep,
so
not 9,000 more to go.
And this is what made it so sweet. Like this end of this page was.
I love the end of this page.
Oh, so cute. Like she didn't bother. Again, also this was cute. So she didn't bother to hide the weariness weighing on every part of her, which is also kind of sweet. Which maybe it was her being.
Which means how utterly empty she is too. She's being vulnerable, but it also is showing she has no energy to even hide it.
Yeah, which maybe is that, or maybe it's just like, oh, he's asking. He cares. Who knows? And then. Yeah, and they just asked her, he said, what set you off today? I put a little heart by that.
And then at the top of 213, when he says, what did Elaine say to you?
Yeah, he was the only person who asked. So sweet.
I was like, good, you're listening now.
Exactly,
because she was like, of course you would say, what did I say to Elaine?
Yeah, like pick up what she's putting down.
Yeah.
I didn't even highlight that actually now.
Yeah, I loved that part.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I just thought he was.
And then she like instantly changed the subject to, you know, why aren't the priestesses signing up to be trained?
But see, I love that he's pushing her, but not in a bad way. So right after it says, "Is that what you upset? Oh, is that what you're upset about?"
Yep.
His question was so gentle, so sad. Nesta opened her eyes and then talked about it. But then, this part broke my heart.
I love this part.
I feel like again, people who've been in this moment, it's so depressing and it's so hard to move on from. I think this is where I get stuck a lot myself. It's like you see everyone around you and you see people who had like worse than you or better than you, and they are either fine or worse, and you always can just think like, well, what hope do I have? Like what makes me better, what makes me different? And and he was just so cute because he's still trying to cheer her up.
I know. I love when he had said, like, we've been working for barely 2 weeks, Nesta. Physically you might see changes, but what's happening in your mind, your heart will take far longer. And then when he brought up Farah again.
Which, come on.
I know.
You should have
like,
kind of
why?
guessed.
I'm like, okay, you were listening, but I'm like, why would you bring up Farah again? But then he, like, still asked her, like, why don't you want to hear about Farah?
Again, it's still gently, like, it's making her mad, but she's still just, like, pushing, because he probably knows.
That's probably why he mentioned Farah. Maybe he wants to know more about that. You know?
He's like, she's weak, she won't fight much right now.
She doesn't have any energy.
He's a general. He picks his battles.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the battles.
And then towards the how did this conversation happen? So why? Because I don't put those bat wings away.
Yeah.
Cassino babe, it's up closer. Then I'll tell you about my special journey, Ness. That's right. And then she said no, but he still said, I slaughtered every person who hurt my mother. I was just like, when I was old and strong enough, I went back to the village where I was born, where I'd been ripped from her arms, and I learned that she was dead. That's how, because remember I asked last time, how did he learn? I forgot about that. And I learned that no one I could, and there was no one I could fight to change that. They refused to tell me where they buried her, which is so sad.
So, like, can you imagine?
At least let them have some closure. If you're really gonna murder her,
they're already terrible people and they hate women, obviously. But not even telling a son where his mother is buried, bro.
One of the females said that they dumped her off a cliff. Like, really? Or like, I guess hinted that they dumped her.
Yeah, off a cliff. Who knows? But honestly, if you think about it now, he never saw her body, right? No body, no crime.
Imagine if she didn't die and he slaughtered all of those people.
He sees her one day in the future.
Either way, though, they still treated her terribly.
They were so horrible.
Like,
But imagine one day he's like, "Hey, Mom, so
you know when I thought that you died?
Yeah, little confession here. Kind of didn't take it the right way.
Like, 20 people or however many it was.
He's like, bit of a murderer. Good to see you. Looking great.
Bit of a murderer.
Just a smidge of murder on my track record.
I'm a good person, but like I did murder.
But it was for you.
Yeah.
Mother, I love you.
And then, when he said Reese and Azriel helped me.
So
that was
cute.
Just my heart. That was so cute. It was just like the bromance, the brotherly love.
I know. And he's like, thanks for helping me, guys. Here, rip him apart. Until I'm
Yeah. That was just...
give and take. So sweet.
Yeah, that was so cool. And then...
So, but even right after he says, it took me 10 years before I was able to face it. They've all been through so much. And they say how it took years or decades to get through this stuff. Nessa's been herself for a few months. And everyone's so on her about this stuff. And maybe it's them saying, hey, don't let it get worse. We know it's bad. But again, you guys have been through a lot. And it's taken you years to handle these things. And that's what gets me more irritated when like Reese and stuff are mad at Nesta. Because I'm like, again, how many things have you been through? You're telling me you handled them all amazing, and we're like,
I know. I wonder how they handled it. Like,
you should be doing the right thing. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I know. I wonder how they handled it. I wonder if they just like shove it down and not talk about it, or if they would do something kind of like what Nesta did.
Yeah, it took me 10 years, and then later, which is just something random, but later Az talks about, or he mentions how long he's been in love with Moore, and he's like 500 years, and he never said anything. Again, this is a lot of time, guys.
Lots of time.
A lot of time. Girls,
they say it like it's just nothing.
Yeah, like, oh, a couple hundred years. And then Nesta takes a couple months to be terrible, and they're like, this can't go on any further.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm okay. Which, I mean, I'm glad they interceded, but...
Then he gets so sweet, too. Like,
oh my God.
The warm, strong fingers cupped her chin. Callus is scraping against her skin.
So cute.
It was so adorable. And then this line that he said at the end, whatever you need to throw at me, I can take it. I won't break.
Oh, I know. That was
just so sweet.
Like, if that's not the assurance that every broken person needs, I don't know what is.
That.
Like, there's no one who doesn't need to hear that.
Like, it does not matter.
It doesn't.
How much you lash out at me.
Like, I'll still be there. I'll take it. Because, and in the back of, or like the unsaid word is because, like, you're worth it. Because I see it being worth it.
That's just such a comforting thing. Because it's like, when you're going through something that terrible, all you want to do is just, like, lash out and be mean. And, like, you know, and so just knowing that somebody's always going to be there.
And he's noticing it, and he's like, I understand, and I'm here for you. So sweet. I forgot to mention the top of this page was after he talked about his mom, it said horror and something like pain went through her. I don't know why. When I underlined like pain, I was literally wondering, can she not feel pain? Like, has she been through so much that it's now, like, she just can't feel it now?
Yeah, it's just like, maybe now all she's feeling is just, it's like emptiness.
Yeah, that emptiness, the anger, the rage.
Yeah, when it's like,
but it's not
towards Cassian, I wonder if it's like...
That's what hurts her, is him being hurt. Oh my God, that's so cute.
She's like, what is this feeling?
Yeah, because to me, I remember when I read that, I was like, well, what do you mean something like pain?
Yeah.
What, pain or just a little hurt? Yeah. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it could mean that. It could mean just like, she was just feeling something sort of like pain. You know, maybe not physically pain, but...
Maybe. But I feel like it would be phrased that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's interesting.
Cute. But yeah, at the end, when he said, I can take it... Which, to me, is funny how quickly this moment transitioned. Because it was, I can take it. It's like this sweet moment. And again, she's like, you don't understand. I'm not like you and the others, you know. It was very sweet. Never bothered me. But then, I think this is when it started getting heated. She's like, it should. And then just her saying that, like, I just want to see this physically play out. Because it's like, it should. And then he's like, you say that like you want it to bother me.
Oh,
and then, boom. One mention of Reese's name. And he just gets, it says softness gone. Any semblance gone. And he snaps at her.
Told you once, and I'll say it again.
and then again, they're kind of back to their little banter. Even though this literally sweet moment happened 0.2 seconds
she says
ago.
Reese's name slightly.
And you know what? She knew what she was doing.
Oh yeah,
come on.
Just like how he mentioned Farrah.
Oh, that's true. He pushed her a little bit, and now she's like, she's push you a
back,
little.
Yeah.
Which to me, okay, so it goes down, and then so cute. I mean, nothing's going down right now. I mean,
right.
He says,
I'm
gonna speak of him. Okay, so he gripped her wrist, holding her in place, let go. He said, make me. Use that training and make me. Hot temper poured in. You're an arrogant bastard. You're a haughty witch. We're evenly matched. She snarled and said, let go.
I love that. So cute. Let go. And then I even liked, I loved the part too when she said, you're an arrogant bastard, and he said, and you're a haughty witch. Like that was like, I like that they both can just go back and forth.
I know. I love it as even. Because he even says, like, we're evenly matched. But they're not using, like, bad words like they have before. You know, it's like, oh, bastard. It's like, oh, whatever.
It's definitely more playful.
Yeah. But I drew a line from literally the bottom of 214 to that line. Because they, again, 2 seconds ago, said, I can take it, I won't break. No challenge laced his words, only a plea. And then, let go.
Let go.
But yeah, I just love the back and forth, and then
the very.
But then what got her was it was the light of victory in his eyes, the clear sense that he believed he'd somehow unnerved her and won this fight, and that had her grabbing the front of his leather jacket.
She could not stand the fact that he had just won that,
and then
curled his fingers into the leather and hauled her mouth to his. Finally happened.
I was done.
Finally happened.
Like the first time I read this, I flew through chapter 19. That was a 30-second read. I was like,
yeah,
boom,
no,
boom.
me too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this chapter is going to be interesting to go through.
Okay, let's clink to the next chapter.
Clink to this chapter.
Let's see how this one sounds. Chapter 19.
Sorry about these disgusting wine clinks.
Not gonna get
I don't know why they're set. I wonder if it's because we have
juice clinks.
I mean juice.
The beverage. They're just wine glasses. That's what you meant.
Because otherwise, how are we going to do the clinking?
Right. It can only be done through
just so
glasses.
much juice in there.
Yes, it's.
Like last time,
I think it's all the
about
juice.
Like this much juice.
It's true. We had less juice last time. Can you tell? My only two notes for this were the phrase "quick off the mark," and I just wrote down "and as." That's it. That's my only notes for this chapter.
I literally didn't have any notes. It is lots of hearts, and that's it.
So cute. Yeah. Let's see what we can.
Let's see what we can decipher here. Let's just say it was one of my favorite chapters.
Let's just say if you know, you know. For anyone listening, just
read chapter 19.
Or don't, depending on how old you are. Anyways.
Yeah, no, depending on your age. But like if you're of age, read chapter 19.
Yes. We did not say this. We're just kind of putting it like in the universe overall. Anyways, Anyways, my first underline was Nessa pulled away a moment later and found his eyes still wide, his breathing harsh. She laughed softly. I thought that was cute. I was like, cute. I know they're battling right now. Like, this is totally a push and pull.
It's totally a battle.
I can just imagine, like, a little laugh from her. Oh.
Like, she's like, haha, I just won that back.
And that's probably what made him be like, no, because she only got as far as lowering her right hand before he surged forward to kiss her back. He's like, not that easy. Oh, and then this, at the end of 216, at the very bottom, last line, some of her descriptions are so pretty. Sometimes they don't make sense, but this one was so cute. The taste of him, like snow-kissed wind and crackling embers. Oh, that's such a cute description. I was like, that's so sweet.
Some of her descriptions, I'm like, that didn't land. But a lot of them, I'm like,
which they're usually like that, metaphors. And even when I first read it, I was like, snow-kissed wind? Yeah. What does that taste like?
What is it?
What is the taste of snow-kissed wind?
What does that taste like?
Is it painful? Is it sharp? Yeah. Snow-kissed? Is it cold? Like
I'm like picturing like snow falls softly.
Yeah. But then it's like crackling embers. So I'm like, just like a cozy winter night. Like, it feels like home. It feels cute.
It's just cozy, warm-hearted,
So cute. Do you have anything else on that page?
Nope. Not for me.
Oh, but then so in the middle it says she needed this temporary reprieve from her mind, the thing burning deep inside her, the memories that hounded her. Yeah. She needed this, but then she specified, needed him. Right. Because she's done this with other people. It's different
with him.
Yeah, she's done it before. She knows what it's about. It's not anything new, but...
Well, and I liked even a little bit above that when she said, every hateful thought eddied? Is it eddied?
Yeah.
From her mind.
Oh,
She gave herself to the distraction, welcomed it with open arms. Let the kiss burn through all of it.
Aw, that's cute. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah. So
you know what? There's definitely things I could have underlined it, but I was just...
No, me too, girl. I have a couple of...
let's see.
And then again, he laughs too right after. He gives a little kiss on the neck, and he just laughs. So cute. Oh, it wasn't a kiss. It was a little more. Which,
just a little
I
smooch.
guess your thoughts are not. Do you like neck kissing or no?
Me?
Yeah, I've heard some people be like, "Oh, I hate it." Like I
really?
shouldn't.
Okay, it depends.
On the spot.
If like things are gonna happen, yes, for sure. If it's just like a quick kiss there, I think he's gonna tickle me.
Oh, okay. Are you ticklish?
And I'm very ticklish.
Oh, okay.
But if it's that mood, for sure, love it.
Makes sense.
But if I think that you're gonna tickle me, no, I don't.
Expect to be hurt.
Yeah, but that's because he does that all the time, though. Okay. So it's like
expecting it. You're like, back off.
I'm on edge.
I got the karate move.
Literally karate chop. I'm on edge. I'm like a cat. My cat comes out.
The reflexes.
But if it's in that context, for sure, love it.
But are there any spots of your neck you don't like? Because me, I hate like the middle of my neck. Like if anyone touches, even I don't know, just like kissed on the side of the neck is cute.
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah. But I feel like
I guess I never experienced
kissing over. I don't know. To me, anything that touches the middle of my neck, I'm like, I don't like it. Or like double chin. I'm like, don't touch my chin. But I feel like with Cassian, he can do whatever he wants. I mean,
yeah, literally. You know what? Fair game. Everything is fair game.
That's why I've been waiting for you to get to like Cassian parts because I feel like they're just different.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It just like I feel like when I reread some of the like recent fair scenes, they're a little more cheesy. They're a little more whatever. Mm-hmm. But that I'm trying to find you my favorite art.
Okay.
And I guess maybe I should bring this up later. But I just genuinely love this so much that I would make this like a lock screen. It's my favorite. But I save a lot of. Me too.
There's some really good art.
That's the thing. I love when sometimes I'm like, oh, things are mainstream. They become expensive and like kind of lose their charm and blah blah blah. But I love when books have fan art. It's just it helps me personally so much. And
the one you sent me last night.
What did I send you last
night?
Oh, maybe did I send you? I feel silly if I literally.
Maybe if it was 2 nights ago, I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
But it had like the stairs.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, the library with like the circular library.
Oh yeah. The library was exactly how I pictured it too. Yeah, that was perfect. See, I love when I see art that confirms it.
I was not picturing that.
Me neither. I was like, how?
Because it wasn't spirally, and I remember her saying it was spiral.
Unless these are just separate stairs. Like maybe it's just it's a Haley house. But this, I guess, this comes later. Technically, when because you already read ahead a little bit. It's when when he comes to pays back the debt. This is my favorite art of them.
Oh,
I think it's so beautiful. I could just look at this. I'm like whoever drew this,
Nesta was
captured
completely
it perfectly. Like
letting herself into him. You know
so that's why I love he's standing and like he lunged at her, but. This art, like,
was like Nesta being
Let me just follow this girl.
You know?
Yeah. Is this her? Let me make sure this is her art, because I'm totally going to give her a shout out. And be like, this is definitely my favorite. What's her name?
Can you imagine being able to make stuff like that?
Can you imagine being talented?
Literally. Being able to, like, draw, like, what you're envisioning.
Oh my word, that must be so nice.
That's why I like our Pinterest board. It, like, helps me visualize it.
Me too. Honestly, and I think that's why I fell in love with writing, because to me, I'm like, this is the only way I can put what is in my head on paper. Like, I wish I could draw. I wish I was artsy. Yeah. So unless it's stick figures, I'm not getting anywhere. Anyway, so this art is by Sunny_Ray_art. SUNNIRAE art. But her name is Sinedra Sunny Ray. I don't know. So far, one of the best art I've seen.
Would Smile be able to do any of that?
Oh, I bet she could. Smile's so talented. She doesn't have. I don't think she has an account for it. Does she? Honestly. To me, okay. So bottom of page 18. Kiss turned deeper, wilder, and she grappled with the laces and buttons of his pants. This part was so funny to me. Who has laced up pants?
Well, their pants are like different though, right? Like they
are they? Well, you just said like leather pants.
Leathers, right? And so like I'm envisioning like.
No, I can see some laces. I'm okay, maybe, but laces and buttons. And then she's she couldn't like figure it out. I was like, how complicated are these pants that he needs to like lace it and button and do all this?
Right.
How does a man pee in that?
Completely so.
Or I guess they don't pee. Do they pee?
Wait, do they pee?
They have bathrooms. Yeah. Wait, I've never seen a fairy pee.
They have a bathtub though.
Oh, because when Amryn became normal, they were making fun of her for peeing. Because she was like, it's so hard to go. Come on, guys. Mention peeing. It's a realistic thing. People go to the bathroom. What else do they use it for? I don't know. Anyways. And then it just...
Okay.
They just have a moment.
Are you on 219?
Yes.
Yeah. When he says, if you keep doing that, I will...
This chapter. Man.
And
she was like, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. It's just the way she described it when Cassian had stilled, when he was shaking. Like, bro. What's going on? But then, like, so almost at the end of the page, he goes, but he remained gaping, like he'd realized what he'd done and regretted it.
I know.
And I feel like that made her stop. Well, like, who knows how much further she would have been. Mm-hmm. But because it was just, he gave her a little bit.
She mentioned that.
But then he just kind of opened his eyes and... Yeah, I think that's where she was like, I'm going to let go. I'm going to keep what I have right now, and I'm not going to... But
Nessa shoved it. Totally just, like, embarrassment.
Yeah. which that she saw from him, because she never said she was embarrassed. She just thought he was potentially going to say that.
Was really embarrassed, but she took it as regret.
Yeah, and then she said it winked out. Nesta shoved at his chest, and he immediately let go, also dropping her to the floor as their bodies pulled apart. She didn't wait to hear his words of regret that this had been a mistake. She wouldn't let him hold that power over her. So Nesta curled her lips in a cold, cruel smile and said as she left, "Someone's quick off the mark." So funny to me. Oh yeah, and then that ass comes in the next day.
That was so funny.
Like, hey. So that's why I put just that and ass. That's just this whole chapter. Oh, so funny. But then he describes her too. He said the taste of her kiss had been like fire and steel and a winter sunrise.
Aww.
So cute. And then continues.
Wait, where did you say
right
that?
There.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And he describes a little more.
Yeah, he goes a little more in depth. Did something happen that I, as your chaperone, should know about?
I just love Az's moments. He's so cute. And then the end of 220 it said, yeah, quick off the mark. She purred like what they'd done hadn't meant anything. He knew it was BS. He'd felt her, blah, blah, blah. It said, but that kernel of doubt took root. It's like, the fact that they're both doubting each other is so sad.
But it's like, I feel like it's such a realistic
thing. It
is
realistic.
Like, first
exactly.
to, like,
in the beginning. I feel like it's all like so exciting and nerves and doubt.
Yeah.
That's mainly a relationship at the beginning.
And then, let's see. And then they're wandering down to the river house, both Nesta and Cassian. Let's see.
But I like how Azriel, like when he said something about Elaine, Azriel's like, "What happened to Elaine?" Azriel stilled, and he asked. I was like, "Oh, he's starting to care for someone, and it's breaking my heart." Right. Because see, so it's about what I just. Oh, yeah. Now he's saying we have to go down and meet or whatever. It's bad then. Cassian surveyed the shadows gathered around Az. Yeah. You all right? Said fine, but shadows still swarmed him. Cassian was alive, but he kept going. Mountain to move, then getting Az to open up. I guess, like, Cass is probably just good with people. And I said maybe that's why he's so good with Nessa, is because he's used to being around someone like Az. And that's why, again, you're going to see a little more kind of Az and Nessa's friendship blossom. I think that's beautiful because they are so similar. And that's why I'm surprised more people aren't loving and caring to her. Because to me, I see so many similarities between Az and Nesta that I'm like, why did you guys, but I think that's why... there's a lot of upcoming moments that I know, and I was like, oh, what a cute moment for Az. Like, he is, honestly, I feel like he's just the wisest, because I feel like the quietest person is always the one who knows the most. I need a whole book about him. I need a whole freaking series about him. Ugh.
I think it would be cool to, like, if he did, or if Sarah did, like, a Azriel and even, like, an Elaine one, just because I want to know more about her. Like, not, like, them getting together.
Just
but
them
maybe,
separately.
Like, their friendship, and then also their different lives, right? But, like, I just want to learn more about them.
For sure, me too. Yeah, they're the two that I'm most interested. And Eris, I'm still so interested. So interested.
But I think if she did an Az book,
that would be included.
Eris would definitely.
Even if she just did a book that, like I said, as much as I don't want Elaine and Az together, I feel like if she did a book with both of them, those viewpoints would be very interesting because Eris would be in that.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I feel like they could still have a really cool friendship too.
Yeah, they could. I just need someone.
It doesn't need to turn out.
I know he needs someone to move on from, but. It's gonna be hard. Because I feel like if she does 2 point of views again, it'll be whoever a couple is.
And also, where the heck is Lucian?
Oh, yeah, where the heck is Lucian? He's still just hanging out with his new group of people.
Yeah. Wait, what do they call themselves? Something tribe or whatever? I don't even know. I don't remember. But anyways.
Oh,
all right.
Next chapter. Another wonky. Chapter 20. I won't get over that. I don't know. Yeah.
You just need to drink more, then maybe the clinking will get better.
Right. It's good for you because it's juice.
So this one, I had said Bryalan. We learned about Bryalan. And we learned about the Dread Trove.
Yeah, that's all I wrote. I just wrote Dread Trove.
So, let's see. I didn't really underline much on this page here.
Me neither. I think, let's see. For 220, are you on 223?
Yep.
Okay, I just wrote for 223, we talk about the Night Court's insignia. So the 3 stars. Oh, so cute.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because they saw the painting or whatever that she made.
Oh yeah, painted right.
Yeah.
I also loved at the bottom when Cassian like went to kiss Fair's cheek and he was like, really? She shielded even in here?
And I also noted when it said they came in, there's no Elaine, no Morgan, I wrote, thank goodness. I was like, good, I had not enough time for this. Oh, but I think the only thing I did know was like, but Amryn was there. I was like, why? Like, why?
Why?
Like, why did they? I mean, whatever. She's because again, yes, she's part of the thing, but what is her role right now? I kind of forgot.
She doesn't. Well,
Is she?
it was that like translating that book, but now what is she?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is she just part of the? I'm sure I forgot. Like, I'm sure there's a real role, but she's just always there. And
She's
I'm
just
like,
there. Like, what do you do?
go be with Varian or whatever
Yeah.
his name is. Like, don't go just live your whatever.
And then
Yeah, then Brian is on the next page.
Brian wishes to find the cauldron again in order to retrieve her youth.
So annoying. Get over
it. And then what's that guy's name? Kosh.
Crochet.
Oh, here it is. Yep, Koche or whatever wishes to use it to free himself from the lake, and then.
So again, I don't get the whole Koshi storyline still. I need to get better educated. The only thing I noted on 224 was I said, so Az talked about like what he learned and said the way he hesitated before he said enough. He tortured out of so many people. But I just wrote, oh, that's so sexy. I have problems. I was like, cute. It's okay.
Cute.
Anyways.
And then.
Yeah. Then what's the dread trove?
Where?
On 225. I don't know if you had anything before that.
Where do you see that?
225.
Nessa asked, "What's the dread trove?" Oh, I see. I got you. Okay. And then.
Or you need to ask Eris whether Baron knows about this, the trove, and then she says, "What is the dread trove?"
What is the dread trove? And then Amren kind of explained, or Amran, whatever. The cauldron made many objects of power long ago, forging weapons of unrivaled. Most were lost to history and war. Blah blah blah. Fourth had been unmade, but today's legends will only tell of 3: the mask, the harp, and the crown.
Wait, I totally forgot that there were 4. I forgot about this whole unmade thing.
Isn't that crazy? And then.
By the way, I've seen the coolest tattoos of the mask, the harp, and the crown.
Oh, that would be really sick.
So cool.
And then this was really cool when they explained it. Like the mask can raise the dead, the harp can open any door, physical or otherwise. Some say between worlds, and then the crown can influence anyone, even piercing through the mightiest of mental shields. That was cool.
It's crazy. I wish I could say more right now, but it's so interesting.
Yep.
I love. That's why I love rereading this. Was this? I was like,
and then because the trove was made by the cauldron, so might the trove find its maker. So that means it has to, like, somebody that was made by the cauldron has to find it, right? So Elaine or Nesta. Is that kind of what they were saying?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But overall, again, they said the whole like calls to Mike. Like calls to like.
Like calls to Mike. Mike and Ike.
Wait, where did you see that it had to go back to what?
It's right here.
Oh, okay, to find its maker.
Yep, to find its maker. Yep.
That's interesting because.
So then, but then they, I think it was Nesta made a good point. Like Brialyn was made though, can't she track the cauldron? But the cauldron aged Brialyn to punish her. So.
Or punish you, I suppose.
Yeah, but I think you took something from it when you seized your power. So.
Okay, so now that I've read it, I'll do a little Easter egg. I won't say anything. But it's interesting that they say, so might the trove find its maker. Because eventually some things get found. It just makes me think.
Right.
Its maker. Not just not just like calls to like. Not something else made.
It's the maker.
It's who made it.
Yeah. Interesting.
This is so interesting, oh my word. Oh my word. Okay, I noted this, I think later on, but maybe I didn't notice this before, but every time Amber talks, she always ends, like when she talks to Nesta, she always ends it with girl. That didn't happen in the other books, did it?
Is it like a cute, like, girl?
Yeah,
or is it like a girl? Like
I think you took something when you seized your power, girl.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like that, but she didn't say that in the other books, did she?
I don't think so, at least
not that I remember. So a part of me is kind of weirded out by this. I'm like, why this sudden new
Maybe she's like trying
thing.
to like
that just seems so out of character, you know? That just kind of makes me.
But maybe she's like kind of lonely. I don't know. Like maybe she's kind of like miss you, Nesta. You know?
Yeah, but she doesn't want to call her Nesta or anything.
Right.
So maybe that is what they called each other. I don't know. But this whole book, she always says it. That to me, it's like when did she start doing this?
Yeah, maybe she's still like angry at her that she doesn't want to even say her name. I don't know.
Maybe. I just gotta think it's a weird addition. Every time I see it, I'm like, why? Just at the end, like she finally says something, and it's like they all halted, twisted towards her, because he's like, we can discuss it later, and she goes, I was like, You know the worst feeling is when you're in a room with people and you say one thing and everyone looks at you. And
Yeah. Well, this is why I didn't want to say anything.
Like, actually, I take
But
it back.
she's like, I wasn't aware what I took, just that I was
Yes.
taking things the cauldron did not want me to have. It seemed fitting, given what it was doing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that is still so confusing to me, because it's like, but how can you take something without knowing what you're taking?
But it also must have still led her to an extent,
I know.
too. Because, like, I'm sorry,
is
this
it really
cauldron
just
is
gonna let
like...
you take it?
Exactly.
That's what I'm confused
So
about.
fascinating. Like, I need to keep... make a whole
let's
analysis
see.
of this.
And then when Cassian gave her a smile and Nesta felt like she'd somehow done something worthy,
I know.
that was so cute.
Because, yeah, right after she said that, she said that was all she could say.
Yeah.
She would say.
Yeah.
And I wrote down, I said, but she did say it still. So
yeah, she did.
she's trying to help. She's
trying.
trying to kind of find a place in here,
Uh-huh.
maybe in her own kind of weird way. But yeah, I hearted the word worthy.
I know, it was so sweet.
Her chest tightened. I was like, this. Oh,
this.
To feel worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just can't.
Just that, he didn't even need to
Even-
say it.
even just
he didn't
a
even
little-
need to say it. He just that smile.
Oh, so cute.
And then, so they explained if you were to gather all three objects, you could use the potency of their combined made essence to track down the cauldron no matter where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
as said, not to mention gain 3 objects of terrible power.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Yep. No, that's fine. I want to say more, but I have to wait, so.
Shut.
Yeah, and that's what it says. Top of 228. All Koshi wants, Crochet, whatever,
Yeah.
is to be free from his lake.
Questioning it.
I know. It's just so interesting, this whole part with him.
But it was interesting that he said that they said Koshi, too, cannot be killed. He's the master of his own death.
Yeah.
But, like, is Nesta also the
That's
master?
what I'm saying. Because, so many potentials.
So many potentials.
I just love. She wrote this so well with that. Like the foreshadowing is not overwhelming. Because I hate when foreshadowing is. Well, I already know what's gonna happen.
I know.
'cause
Yeah.
you pretty much. I mean, yes, there's still a lot that's like clearly this is gonna happen, but
Yeah. And then
Death Lords, they talk about.
when Pharaoh was saying, so they're trying to find this dread trove in order to track down the cauldron for Bryalan and likely free Koshé in the process and launch a war with Baron as her ally that would grant them whatever territories they wish or give some to Koshé depending on what bargain he strikes with Bryalan, probably one to his advantage. That just kind of like helped break it down in my brain.
Yeah, that was a good somewhat summary.
Mm-hmm.
Then Baron's here, ready to go to war. Yeah,
Yep.
so a lot of things in the mix right now. But they said probably hasn't found the dread trove yet, so yeah.
Oh, and then I didn't have anything else. I was just going to say at the bottom when Elaine was, like, using me, I was like, oh, so dramatic.
Even though this is terrible. When I first saw Elaine's name, before I even read the sentence, I just wrote down, ugh. I'm so sorry. So mean to her. I just don't like her right now. I think I get a little bit at the moment, kind of annoying me.
Yeah.
But in the top of 230, because again, I'm trying to mark all these little things.
Yep.
I said, made objects tend to not wish to be found by just anyone. Mm-hmm. But you know who I wrote down? I wrote Nesta and Elaine. Because they're both made.
Right.
So technically, in a way, tend to not wish to be found by just anyone. Then that's possible for them, right? I feel like that might be foreshadowing the future. Because what if, again, like one day something happens to Elaine, like she gets captured or something, but she doesn't want someone to find her, then they wouldn't, right? 'Cause she would have the power for that. And as a seer and being made, I feel like, she just has such an interesting setup to be something so cool.
I know, I want to see more.
But it's just so nothing right now that I'm like, I don't know, I don't see her character doing much. It would be such a shame. Like, oh, she has the coolest powers, but she's kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
All right.
We did that.
We did it. Join us next week for 21 through 25 and see where all this goes if you don't already know, although I'm sure everyone does. But thank you for listening.